table, 4, 5, or 6. Here we go, match number 1. On field 1 again, this is 63165C and 464B as in boy. If you look at your screen, you can see that little white box next to the team numbers. And you see this is team ranked 19 and team ranked number 2 working together to get the highest score possible. That is the driver switch signal. 10 seconds left, and I see a 2-color stack on top of that middle standoff. I see another 3-color stack, not sure that it's in the bonus. That'll be a referee call. 'There's a lot of after the match scoring this year, so it does take our refs a moment just to make sure they're all on the same page. They don't want to short any points to any team. They concur, they show the teams, make sure the teams agree. They seem pretty happy. And we'll save the score. 91 points on field 1.
Score is 91. For qualification 2, we're going to have 61-18-7C AR radioactive shrimp from Allendale. And we're going to have 2060A brain-rotted bot builders from Grandville.
Remember, these teams are getting a combined score. They're not going against each other. Oh, they just lost out their double stack. That's our switch driver signal. Make sure we switch drivers. They have 10 seconds to do that. And they should switch drivers by now as they continue to make stacks in that center space. They're going for what's called the color bonus. I think they got the 2-stack. I'm not sure that it's in actual color bonus space. 5 seconds left. Ooh, that readjustment might have done it.
For qualification 3, that score was 45. And for qualification 4, we're going to have 63-16-5B, and they are the Mint Choco Bots, and we're going to have 63-16-5J Blue Bots. Both teams are from Caledonia. For qualification 5, we're going to have 205A Mr. Bananas and a 63-16-5D Cyber Sigma. Alright, that score for qualification 4 was an even, a tie, 26 for them both, so they got 26 points.
The beam counts as any color. So that is a lot of extra points to be able to use the beam to stack things in, to fold down. That is probably going to be a decent score for tonight.
There was that score again, just showing you on the screen now. It was 26. For qualification 6 now, we're going to have 202A Electric Pickles from Grandville and 63-16-5E Stack Attack from Caledonia.
Love that we have a team here that is just confirming what they believe they should have gotten scored. As long as it's respectful, they're totally within their rights. These teams need to advocate for themselves. Little extra explanation from our refs. Confirming, and score is saved. We'll move to field 3. Refs are making sure they're ready here in field 3 for match 6. And they're off. We have 202A and 63165E as in Edward. Quick work with a two-color stack, and I believe that's in the bonus. As our head ref, Mr. Alexander explained, it does have to be only inside of the white circles that are there. And that is a two-color stack. Not sure what they're playing. There we go. Trying to get more color bonuses. It's for you switch drivers. Boom loader puts another tag in the field. Two seconds left. Controls down. Nice match. Lots of communication.
For qualification 86, or excuse me, qualification 5, that was 86 points. For qualification 7, we have 61, 1870 AR, the Bot Hunters, and 1195B, the Epic Star Beasts.
61187D is in dog and 1195B is in boy. Already have two-color stacks. One of them is on the center standoff. The other one appears to be in the color bonus. I love the cheering from the crowd. Thank you for that.
For qualification 6, that score was 52. For qualification 8, we'll have 1990A, the High Velocity Flaming Velociraptors from Jenison. And we'll have 6316 5K Circuit Sistas from Caledonia.
Lots of agreement. Looks like we're good to go. We'll do match 2 on field, match 8 on field 2. All right, we have 1990A and 63165K. And you'll notice on your screen, this is ranking 4 and 1. This is our 4th place team and our 1st place team going together currently. That is the end of their match. I see a lot of stacks in that center space.
Qualification 7 scores 52, and then for qualification 9, we're going to have 2060E Vexy Besties and 2060B Robo Reapers. Both teams are actually from Grandville.
Was a score of 52, so round of applause for those teams. It's a great score. Confirming with our teams. They seem like they might be excited about this score. Oh my, I got a little peek. That looked like 3 digits. We might have to wait though until the next match is done to find out. All right, we're good. Field 3, match 9. Here we go. 2060E as in Edward and 2060B as in boy. These are two of our Grandville Oakstown teams, so these are 5th and 6th graders mostly. Our 2060 teams are generally our 5th and 6th graders. Our 3-digit number teams like 205 and 206, just for Grandville families, are our 4th grade teams. They should have switched drivers. They're still working on some extra stacks, trying to knock off some of the starting pins. Keep in mind, to get it to count as a stack, they have to let go of it before the time runs out. And they got a quarter color bonus. I love that our 2060B forced themselves into a corner to be touching 2 elements, at least at the end. They know they get
For
points
qualification 8, that's a score of 106 points. That's
106
phenomenal.
points from field 2.
For qualification 10, we're going to have 2060D Big Stack Attack and 205B Calculated Chaos, both from Grandville.
It was amazing to see, but they missed it twice.
I love the patience some of our teams take with making sure. Yep, I agree with that score. I agree with that score. I agree. I've talked to so many families that have said this program does so much for kids' ability to be able to speak up for themselves that it just means everything to me to see them at the field verifying and being respectful about yes, no, I agree, explain to me. Field 1, match 10. 2060D as in dog and 205B as in boy. As I look at a team member name here that says Big Stack Attack, I encourage you again to get that VEX Via app. The team names are hilarious. These students spend a lot of time coming up with really great, clever names for their teams, and you can see it on VEX Via, not so much on any of our displays in here. 15 seconds left in this match. I see some 2 stacks. Just missed dropping a stack there. I see a 3-color stack. Not sure it's in the color bonus though. They're going for a starting pin maybe. Controllers down. I do think our 2060 team though ran into 2 there at the end.
For qualification 9, that score is 54, and for qualification 11, we're going to have 63, 16, 5N, Smart Quantum Bots from Caledonia, and 46-4A, that team over there from Grand Rapids.
Another great score in the 50s down there from qualification 9. Good job to those 2 teams. Match 11 for tonight. 6'3", 165N and 464A. You might notice our robot 6'3", 165N here from Caledonia Robotics has a lot of blue tubing. If you haven't been to one of our events yet this season, that blue tubing means that this team has decided to use pneumatics on their robot. Pneumatics was new to VEX IQ a few years ago, and gradually throughout the years, teams have learned how to use pneumatic actuators robot to do things like close and open claws. It is a fairly advanced skill that will come in handy if they stick with robotics moving forward. I see a two-color stack on the middle standoff. $76 points from field 1 here on the previous match. Nice job to those two teams.
For qualification
For match
10,
number
that score is 76. And for qualification 12, we're going to have 206C Overthinkers and 1443D, the Timely Tanks.
Another reminder, we are live streaming tonight. The RoboDogs, all one word, on YouTube, the RoboDogs channel. There is a live stream happening right now. The title of the live stream is at the top of the screen that you're looking at as an audience. I believe it says something along the lines of Grandville Alpha League, Alpha VEX IQ Robotics. Feel free to message people at home that might want to watch some of these matches. They can pull up YouTube and go to the RoboDogs and watch. Field number 3, match 12. 206C as in cat and 1443D as in dog. I see another robot with some pneumatic tubing going all over. I assume they use that for their claw mechanism. Our other robot here, 206C, has an elevator lift. They use chain to run up and down some gearing to lift and lower the stacks. Five seconds left. Can they get that third stack on there? Oh, no, they dropped down, but they might be touching it. That's so close. I love the great effort, the no-quit attitude. We might need to pull out the VEX approved
For
piece
qualification
of paper.
11, that score is 31. And for qualification 13, we're going to have 6316 5J Blue Bots and 46-4B Coding Kittens.
Good news is if it is touching, which I think is what I heard, they still get the points for touching more than 2 game elements at the end of the match. So there is still a little bit of a bonus there. Our previous match, by the way, from field 2 was 31 points, so that's a great score for those two teams from match 11. We'll transition here to field 1 for match 13 as soon as we get confirmed scores for match 3 down there. Field 1, we have match 13, 63165J and 464B as in boy. 464B already has a 2-color stack. They're going for that color bonus. Oh, I'm sorry. They're going for the center standoff. Silly me. And they got it. Nice job to that team. There's our switch driver signal. 464B is coming to get their loaded peg, and their human loader loads another one instantly. 2-color stack. Looks like 3165J is about to make their own 2-color stack. Can they get it done in time? And that's the end of the match. 464
For qualification 12, that score was 9 points. And for qualification 14, we're going to have 2068 Brain Rotted Bot Builders and 6316 5E Stack Attack.
So that was a 9-point score from field 3 down there for match 12. I get that that seems like it's maybe not the best score of the night, but keep in mind, at the very least, the lowest score from all 3 nights gets dropped. I think it's the lowest 2, actually. I can't confirm that, but I believe 2. So if 9 is your lowest score, that gets dropped from your average anyway, and you can keep moving. Field 2, match 14, 2060A and 63165E as in Edward. Oh. We have two stacks in the yellow area, but I'm not. Looks like one might be in the color bonus. Pretty sure the other is not. Again, I'm not the ref, so I can't confirm, but from my understanding, one of those 2 stacks is in the color bonus, the other is not. Our other robot here on our blue alliance is knocking off our starting packs. Controllers down. Points from that previous match on field 1 for qualification match number 13. Good job for those teams.
Qualification 13, looking back at that, it was 48 points. And for qualification 15, we're going to have 6316 5F VEX Invaders and 1998 the High Velocity Flaming Velociraptor.
Again, that end bonus needs to be 2 or more scoring elements. Verifying with one of our teams. Some clarification. Confirmation. And we're good. We'll see that score here shortly. Match 15 here on field 3. 63165F as in Fred and 1990A. Couple of other high-ranked teams currently. You can see in that little white box it says that 63165F is currently ranked 7th. 1990A is currently ranked number 3. And we have a 2-stack on that center standoff. They switch drivers. Trying to make a few more 2-stacks. 2-color 2-stacks, I should say. You really only get extra credit if it's 2 different colors in your stacks, or 3 different colors in a 3-stack. Having the same colors doesn't add a lot of points. Oh, I think that they just let go of that 2-stack in time, though. Ooh, they'll get credit for that 2-color 2-stack, I think. It was 45 points for match 14 for field 2 there moments ago. Good job for the...
And now we have qualification 16, which is 6316 5K Circus Sisters from Caledonia and 205A Mr. Bananas from Grandville.
Verifying with the teams. Both teams agree. We'll move back to field 1. Match number 16, we have 63165K and 205A. A quick 2-stack. And on the center standoff from 63165K. Another quick two-stack from our Caledonia Robotics team. And maybe in the color bonus, make sure we switch drivers. Just switch drivers in time. Another two-stack. And our human loader loads another pin. Getting some starting pins on the audience side of the field there. That all counts as points. All they gotta do is just knock them off. 3 seconds left. Oh, controller's up, controller down. Interesting. There's a whole mess of robots.
For
and pins over
qualification
here.
15, that score is 51. And now for qualification 17, we're going to have 63-16 5B, the Mint Chocobots, and we're going to have 63-16 5C, Screaming Eagles, and both teams are from Caledonia.
Remember, it has to be 2 or more of the game elements that they're touching at the end to get that end bonus. Looks like 1 end bonus. Both of them get the end bonus there. They're both touching 2 or more game elements at the end of the match. 51 points from field 3 down there at our previous match from match 15. We'll have our teams here at field 1 confirm their score, and then we'll move on to match number 17. Looks like thumbs up, all right. We'll keep moving here on field 2. And they're off on field 2. 63165B as in boy and 63165C as in cat. There's the end of our switch driver session. It goes from 35 seconds to 25 seconds. Thank you. Everyone should get a chance to practice driving at this level of robotics, which is why we make sure that there needs to be true drivers in every match. Looks like 63165B is going for those starting pins. They got 2 of them off. And controllers down.
For qualification 16, that score was 76, and for qualification 18, we're going to have 206B, the Godzilla Gorillas, and 2060E, Vexy Besties. And as well, both teams are from Grandville.
I see some weights left behind. Good news is they have time in between the match to go back to the pits and fix it up.
Guys, open the
Verifying the score with that first team there. Getting some clarification. Making sure they agree. And we're good to start match number 18. Field 3, match 18, 206B as in boy and 2060E as in Edward. Godzilla Gorillas quickly getting that 2 color stack on that center standoff. And 2060E getting a 2 stack. Almost into that bonus space. do have to mention that 2606E at a Hudsonville tournament recently won the Innovate Award, which qualified them for the state competition. It's one of our Oakstown teams. Controllers down. Nice three-color stack. Not going to get the color bonus, but it is a good three-color stack. .23 points from that previous match on field 2. That was bench 17.
For qualification 17, that score was 23. And for qualification 19, we're going to have 46-4A, that team over there from Grand Rapids, and 206C Overthinkers from Grandville.
Here in field 1. 464A and 206C as in cat. Two quick two-color stacks. Oh no, they lost their top piece. They were going for that center standoff and the top part of their stack fell off. They'll just have to reset, reevaluate. Hopefully they can communicate as a team to each other about what new strategy they might need to adopt. 206C looks like they have another two-color stack. Let's see if they can get that into a color bonus. .464A is trying to get another two-color stack this time. 5 seconds left. Oh, good driver decision. Instead of trying to lift it and maneuver it, they backed off so they could get credit for the two-color stack.
For qualification 18, that score was 71. And for qualification 20, we're going to have 63-16 5N Smart Quantum Bots from Caledonia. And we're going to have 61-18 7C AR Radioactive Shrimp from Allendale.
71 points for that previous match on field 3. 71 points for match 18. Good job for the two teams that were down there. Field 2, match 20. 63165N and 61187C as in cat. I see a quick two-color stack, and 63165N is going to try to do two stacks at once, I believe. .61187C appears to have their two-stack in the yellow. Everyone switch drivers on time, so we're going to keep going. And there's a two-color stack all at once. And they put it in the yellow space. That'll be a referee decision if it's color bonus. Not sure that it is. Needs to be completely inside that white space. And that's the end of our match. Our previous match from field 1 was a total of 41 points. Match 19,
for qualification 19, that score was 41. And for qualification 21, we're going to have 63-16 5D Cyber Sigmas from Caledonia, paired with 202A Electric Pickles from Grandville.
right, we're going to start match number 21 on field 3. 63165D as in dog and 202A. Again, remember these teams are working together to get the highest score possible for both of them. It will add it to their average score. Which then, it looks like 63165D is working towards getting that beam. Two color stacks above, oh no! They just missed getting them inside of that beam. They still got the beam though. Let's see what they can do with it. And our Grandville Pickles team has a 2-color 2-stack in that scoring bonus area. Now they're going to go for the starting pins, I believe. And controllers down. It was 51 points from our previous match at field 2. Match 20
For
was
qualification
51 points.
Qualification 20, that score was 51. For qualification 22, we're going to have 2060D, Big Stack Attack from Grandville, and 611870 AR Bot Hunters from Allendale.
Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't, but that's again why the lowest couple of scores will drop from their average. We will have 48 matches tonight, 4-8, so we're almost halfway through our evening.
Can I sit on the coach's bench?
Just getting some clarification here with our teams and our referees. And confirmation. So we can come down here to field 1 and start match number 22. And they're off. 2060D as in dog and 61187D as in dog. We have a Grandville team going with the Allendale Robotics team. There's a quick 2-color stack on that center standoff. And another 2-color stack headed towards the color bonus potentially. They're filling up that center color bonus space. Keep in mind they can only get credit for 4 2-color stacks in that space, not including the center standoff. 10 seconds left. Trying to line it up with that color bonus. Can they do it and get away? Controls down. And then at the end, you'll see they just try to touch as many pieces as they can. 35 points from field 3 from that previous match. Match 21
For qualification
was 35
21,
points
that
for those
score
two
was
teams.
35. And for qualification 23, we're going to have 1195B, the Epic Star Beast from Jenison, and 2060B Robo Reapers from Grandville.
Our teams are just taking a look for themselves to verify. I love it. They want to see with their own eyes that those scores are accurate. we have confirmation of scores there. Field 2, match 23. 1195B as in boy and 2060B as in boy. Looks like 1195B is trying to start a stack here in the blue corner. That would be a cover bonus if they can get a stack there. We have all of our starting pins cleared. They should have switched drivers at this point. Looks like we might have a robot not functioning 2060B.
For qualification 22, that score is 58. And for qualification 24, we're going to have 205B, Calculated Chaos, and 1443D, the Tiny Tanks.
Previous match was 58 points from field 1 down there. Looks like we're ready to jump to field 3 here. This will be match 34 here on field 3. Here on match 24, we have 205B and 1443D. Prior to the match, just so the audience understands the delay, we have 2 team members here on our Blue Alliance side. You gotta have 3 for a match. You have to have 2 drivers and 1 human loader. A human loader cannot also be a driver. So they have to make a choice. Either we have 2 drivers, or we have a driver and a human loader, and our driver only drives for half the time. So our team chose to drive for the 35 seconds, and then when they had to switch driver, they didn't have another driver, so they had to put the controller down and just let the match play out as is.
For qualification 23, that score was 10. And for qualification 25, we're going to have 2060E Vexy Besties from Grandville and 2060A Brain Rotted Bot Builders from Grandville as well.
Verifying our scores on field 3. Looks like we're good. That was 10 points though from before that. Match 23 on field 2. Now we're all the way to field 1 for match 25. Some last minute getting ready here for one of our teams. Get their preload in there. Make sure their brain is on, of course. And the match goes. Match 25. 2060E and 2060A. Field 1, match 25. We have a quick 2-color stack going for that center standoff. They got it. They're going to back away and keep the bill. Switch driver signal. two-color stack. Can they get it in the color bonus space? I think they're in there. There's 10 seconds left. Lots of communication from the team. Our previous match from field 3 all the way down there at the other end of the arena was 24 points. So match 24 was 24 points.
For qualification 24, their score is actually 24, how ironic. And for qualification 26, we're going to have 206B, the Godzilla Gorillas from Grandville, and 206C, Overthinkers from Grandville as well.
Field 2, we have match 26, 206B as in boy and 206C as in cat. I see a couple of two-color stacks in that center space. 206C is hitting the one around a little bit. And that's the end of this match. Our previous match for field 1 was 44 points. Nice job.
For qualification 25, their score was 44. And for qualification 27, we have 63, 16-5E Stack Attack from Caledonia, and 46-4B Coding Kins from Grand Rapids.
We got confirmation on our score, so we'll jump down to field 3. Match 27, 63165E as in Edward and 464B as in Boyd. There's a two-color stack going up on that center standoff. Another two-color two-stack. Looks like one of them is color bonus. I think maybe that second one is in there as well. They got plenty of time here. Another two-color two-stack in that yellow space. Human Loader is putting another peg in play. Making a two-color stack. Can they fill in that last color bonus? Not quite. Still going to be a good score for them, though.
For qualification 26, that score was 26. And for qualification 28, we have 63, 16, 5C Screaming Eagles from Caledonia, in 1990A, the High Velocity Flaming Velociraptors from Jenison.
not a bad score. I bet they'll probably confirm that pretty quickly. Back to field one. Some last second repairing going on here in our Blue Alliance. And they're good. Starting position. That 28, 63165C is in cat and 1990A. Another one of my favorite team names, the High Velocity Flaming Velociraptors. Again, I promise I don't work for VEX Via. I'm just saying, if you want to see all these awesome team names, you should get the VEX Via app, because it will tell you all the team names. The Screaming Eagles is our other team name. That's also a great team name. I love that. Looks like we have a couple of 2-2 stacks. That's the end of our match. So controller all the way down. All the way down. There you go. We just didn't have any additional robot
For qualification 27, that score was 78. And for qualification 29, we have 63, 16, 5K Circuit Sisters from Caledonia. And we have 61, 18, 7C AR Radioactive Shrimp from Allendale.
Confirming our score, and then we'll be on to field 2, match number 29. All right, looks like we're good to go. We have match number 29 here on field 2, 63165K and 61187C as in cat. Again, for anyone that has shown up recently, this is our final league night for qualification matches. Our final league night in 2 weeks will be our final matches and our skills matches. I see a lot of 2 stacks. I see some.
For qualification 28, that score was 53. And for qualification 30, for our next match, we're going to have 63, 16, 5D Cyber Sigmas from Caledonia. And from Jennison, we're going to have 11, 95B, the Epic Star Beasts.
They look pleased with that number. We'll see what it is here after this next match. One more team to confirm. They look happy. I think we're good to go for our match number 30 here on field 3. Max 30 on field 3, 63165D as in dog and 1195B as in boy. There's another one of those 2 stacks at a time robots, 63165D. Two color stacks. They're grabbing the beam. I've seen this story before. They like to come up over and stack it in. It gets in this time.
I saw that.
Got a few seconds to make that driver switch, and they do. Now the goal, I think, is to put that beam up on another peg, which they do successfully. In the meantime, 1195B is going around knocking off those starting pins to add as many points as they can. This is the sort of match that shows us why we wait till the end of the match to do the scoring. We had stacks, and then we had things knocked off, and things knocked over, things pushed around here, pushed around there. You never know until the match finally ends when things are going to settle in. And then the refs want to make sure they get it right as far as scoring goes.
For qualification 29, that score was 62. For qualification 31, we're going to have 63-16-5J Blue Bots from Caledonia and 63-16-5F VEX Invaders, also from Caledonia.
Okay, so table 3. I'll go ahead and
Getting some confirmation from our teams there on field 3. Again, we encourage the teams to advocate for themselves, to get some clarification, to make sure the score matches what they think it should. As they confirm their score there on field 3, just a reminder, we are live streaming tonight. If I may take a moment, our live stream is actually headed up by 2 of our AV high school students. Wave. Come on, girls. Wave. Wave. Yup, they just said don't call me out like that, but I did anyway. They come and do our live streaming at most of our events now. They do a wonderful job of not only just making sure the cameras are doing what they need to, but also doing some commentating along the way. All right, we got it sorted out, no big deal. Good job to those teams for making sure they're happy with what we saw as a result. We're going to move on to match 31 here on field 1. 63165J and 63165F as in Fred. These are two Caledonia Robotics teams working together. They should have some familiarity, I would think, so we'll see what they can put up together. Okay, 3 seconds left. I see some 2 stacks there. Can they back out time? They did. They just let go of time. I don't know that they got the color bonus, but they'll get credit for the 2 color stack at least.
For qualification 30, that score was 88. And for qualification 32, we're going to have 205B calculated chaos and 6316.5N smart quantum bots.
From field 3 down there. Match number 30 was 88 points for both of those teams. That will factor into their average from all 3 nights. All right, match number 32, field 2. We have 205B as in boy and 63165N. Again, all this blue tubing here on 63165N means that this team has discovered a way to utilize pneumatics in their robot. That is a skill that was previously only available to our high school teams. It has trickled down through the program over the past several years. That is 4 2-color 2 stacks in the yellow area. I don't think all of them are in the color bonus yet, but they're working on it. And I see a 5th 2-color 2 stack. Again, a new rule clarification is you only get color bonuses for up to 4 2-color 2 stacks in that center space. Controllers down.
For qualification 31, that score was 55 points. And for qualification 33, we're going to have 202A electric pickles with 61 1870 AR the bot hunters.
They are going to confirm the score. prior to that one, on field 1, match 31 was 55 points. Great work to those two teams. As they confirm, which they have, we will start match 33 on field 3. And they're off. Notice each robot does start with a preload. They start with one pin at the very least touching the robot, but it could also be in possession of the robot in some way. We have 202A and 61187D as in dog working together as 61187D attempts to get that 2-stack for a moment up top. Decided against it. Let's just get the color bonus, I think. That's the end of our switch driver period. Still working on getting some stacks. Looks like 202A is working on some of those starting pins. There's another 2-stack. They've got 7 seconds left. They get away. See what we can do. Shoulders down.
The score for qualification 32 was 77, and for qualification 34, we have 205A, Mr. Bananas, paired with 6316-5B, the Mint Choco Bots.
Also gives them a chance to talk strategy. Some robots can do one thing, other robots can do another thing. They get to meet before the match and decide, hey, I'm going to do this, you do that, and we can get the best score we can. Just like our two teams from the previous match on field 2, they got 77 points from match 32 there, those two teams, 205B and 63165N with 77 points. Field 1, match 34, 205A and 63165B as in boy. Six, 63165B with a quick 2-stack, going for that middle standoff. Can they get out of there? And they do. Switch drivers. 205A going for some of those starting pins. Knocking off the starting pins quickly, getting those extra points. Good teamwork. Oh, they might have worked themselves into another 2-stack. Can they let go? They did not let go, but I'm pretty sure they'll get credit for touching the 2 or more field elements there at the end, so they'll get that end game bonus. It was 55 points for match 33 on field 3.
For qualification 33, that score is 55, and for qualification 35, we're going to have 2060B Robo Reapers and 2060D Big Stack Attack, and both teams are from Grandville.
Confirming their scores on field 1. Field 2, match 35. And they're off. We have 2060B as in boy and 2060D as in dog. This is 2 of our Oakstown teams here in Grandville. They should know each other well, assuming they practice on the same nights. There's a quick 2-color stack on that middle standoff. And 2060B is going for those starting pins, while 2060D is working on 2 stacks. All of the starting pins have been cleared. Lots of communication back and forth. 10 seconds left. I appreciate that 2060B saw they had two elements touching and we're just like, we're done. We're just gonna put it down now. There's no sense of moving and risking losing those bonus points. We'll just call it good with 2 seconds left.
For qualification 34, that score is 54.
Ooh, that looks like some excitement
And
there.
moving on to qualification 36, we have 14, 43D, the Tiny Tanks, and 46-4A, that team over there.
Our previous match was 54 points. Match 34 from field 1 was 54 points. We'll see what this match that just finished on 2 received after our match 36 on field 3. Match 36 on field 3, 1443D as a dog and 464A. I see two color stacks. They're still trying to get those into that bonus, the color bonus space. While the red line is trying to get that 2 color stack on that middle standoff, and it's on. Unfortunately, we knocked over one of our other 2 color 2 stacks. They still have 10 seconds left to see if they can get another stack or 2. Can they get a stack and back away in time? Oh, I'm not sure if that's going to be touching or not. We'll see from our ref.
For qualification 35, that score was 61. Moving on to qualification 37, we're going to have 63, 16, 5E, Stack Attack, and 206B, the Godzilla Gorillas.
They're not touching it, so they will get credit for that 2 color 2 stack. Before that, match 35 from field 2 was 61 points. Lots of scores in the 60s and 70s tonight. I love to see it build. I think our first league night, our highest scores were in the 30s and 40s. So nice job to these teams for reassessing, going back, adding on, practicing, refocusing. Match 37. Not quite ready. They're working on it. Field 1. Making sure their preload is loaded. And we have 63165E as in Edward and 206B as in boy. Caledonia Robotics working alongside a Grandville Robotics team. Oh no, oh, good save. Can he fix it? Oh, he's fighting with that center standoff with that 2 color stack. Reloads it up into nicely done. Good reassessment there. In the meantime, 63165E has 2 loaded up to try to do a 2 color stack at once, and they do. Set them in that yellow space, make sure they're within the white lines. 9 seconds left. Oh, they dropped a 2 stack at the last second. Wow. A 2 color 2 stack dropped on top at the last second.
For qualification 36, that score is 51. And for qualification 38, we're going to have 46-4B Coding Kittens and 61-18-7C AR Radioactive Shrimp.
38, field 2. We have 464B as in boy and 61187C as in cat.
One of the last ones.
We're in our switch driver period. They should have switched drivers by this point. I see a few two-color two stacks. We have 10 seconds left. And they got the center standoff with the two-color two-stack. Looks like they're trying to just get themselves in good position and touch the point. That was 70 points from the previous match here on field 1. Match 37 was 70 points. Keep in mind we have anything from 4th to 6th
For
graders
qualification
here tonight.
37, that score is 70. And for qualification 39, we're going to have 63,
They do all the
65
planning.
Screaming Eagles, and
They do all the
20, 60 Vexy
designing.
Besties.
They do all the building and all the driving. It's all them. And here we go. Match 39, field 3. We have 63165C as in cat and 2060E as in Edward. 63165C is loading pins into their rear channel as 2060E gets a two-stack on that center standoff. Open the door, drop off that three-stack. Nice job for 63165C. This is a team from California Robotics and from Grandville Robotics working together. $15 seconds left. Oh, they're going for the color bonus in the corner, and they dropped it off. Looks like 63165C is trying to get some of those starting pins off. Trying to get the end bonus. I'm not so sure they made it. It's a good effort, though.
All right, that score for qualification 38 was 61. And for qualification 40, we're going to have 61, 18, 70 AR the Bot Hunters, and 63, 65 and Smart Quantum Bots.
Just got to verify who's touching what. And they'll get their scores there. Teams will agree, and we'll move on. All right, we have match 40 on field 1. 61187D as in dog and 63165N. Already have a two-color
Just so
two-stack on that
everybody
center
knows,
stand.
we only have
There's
48
the first
qualification
driver
matches
period.
this evening.
There's another two-color two-stack. Going for that color bonus. Getting in those white lines. good from here. $76 points from field 3 from our previous match. That was match 39 with 76 points. As we're getting closer to wrapping up, we do have 48 matches tonight. This will be match 41 coming up. Before too many people get out of here and drive safely, I hope.
All right, that score from qualification 39 was 76, and for qualification 41, we're going to have 2060A, Brain Rotted Builders, and 6365E, the Mint Choco Bots.
These events cannot happen without these volunteers. 2060A and 63165B as in boy are working together on field 2. One more mention about our volunteers. Keep in mind, many of them are parents of students who are also competing. So not only are they giving up their time, but they're giving up their opportunity to potentially see their children compete all night long. So we really appreciate their efforts. We appreciate them being here and helping us out. Going for that center stand-up. They got it with a 2-color stack. We have 10 seconds left.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
For qualification 40, that score was 63, and for qualification 42, we're going to have 26C Overthinkers and 6365J Blue Bots.
Please remember, we do have some Grandville teams that are responsible for cleanup tonight. Grandville teams, if you are a host team for tonight's event, you need to stick around. Stick around and help clean up when the event is done. If you're not sure if this is you, your coach should know. Sorry. Referee pause. All right, let's try this again here on field 3. We have match 42, 206C and 63165J. Already, 2-color, 2-stack in the color bonus. Some more 2-color stacks. There's another 2-color stack in yellow. Not sure it's in the color bonus. Here comes another one. See if they can get that in the color bonus. They've got some time. Can they max out their 4 in that center space? There's another 2-color 2-stack. 10 seconds left. Oh, going for the red corner. All right, that'll be a color bonus as well. If they can get it down to let go of it. Oh, just lost control in the last second. Throw it down.
Go get him, Hans. Go get him, baby.
All right, teams helping in the pits. Tables and chairs can stay where they are. Once teams are gone, we do need to collect the pit signs. Otherwise, we're good to go. Tables and chairs can stay put tonight. Some extra confirmation of our scores. Looks like they confirmed it. They're starting match 43 on field 1. 1990A and 464A.
All right, it looks like that score for qualification 42 is going to be 53 points. Currently, for qualification 43, we have 1990A, the high velocity flaming velociraptors, and 464A, that team over there.
There's our switch driver first signal. Both teams should have switch drivers. Oh, and there goes one of their 2 stacks. Let's see if they can recover. One 1990A trying to go for that center standoff. They have 5 seconds left. Oh, they tried to drop it to hope it would stay. Good try. That's all you can do. Great effort by both teams. Yeah, go ahead. Great job. 53 points from that match on field 3. That was match 42. We had 53 points for those 2 teams.
All right, for qualification 42, like I said previously, the score is 53.
I believe we have, if my math is
And
correct,
for qualification
5 more
44,
matches.
we're going to have
Thanks for hanging
202A
out with us
Electric
tonight
Pickles
here
and
at the Grandville
2060D
Robotics
Big Stack Attack.
Competition Center.
And both teams are from Grandville.
Guys, reset the field.
Field 2, match 44, 202A and 2060D as in dog. There's a 2-color 2-stack on top of the center standoff. Seen a lot of that happening tonight. That is something that most teams couldn't dream of doing night number 1, and now it's become a common thing. It's amazing what a few weeks can do. Looks like they're going to work towards another. Oh, they're going to go for a 3-color 3-stack. 2060D, can they get it in? They got it on top. Nice driving. Their partner, 202A, was going for a 2-stack in the last second, and controllers down. Nice driving, teams.
That score
Our
for
previous
qualification
match, field
43
one,
was
match 43
19.
was a score of 19
And moving on to
points.
qualification 45, we have 63, 16, 5K Circuit
three.
Sisters from Caledonia. And also
This will
from
be
Caledonia,
match
we have
45.
63, 16, 5D Cyber Sigmas.
All right, field 3, match 45, 63165K and 63165D. D is in dog. This should be interesting. This is our current ranked number 1 team and our current ranked number 5 team.
Weston.
Oh, just missed the second 2 stack, but they got one of them. They've already got 1-2 stack on the center, stand up, and 1 in what looks like the color bonus. Seconds left. There's another 2-color 2 stack. Our previous match for Field 2, match 44, was a score of 57
That
points.
score for qualification 44 was 57.
We'll
And for
be
qualification
moving right
46,
along.
we have 205B, Calculated Chaos, and
matches.
205A, Mr. Bananas. Just a reminder, after qualification 48, we will be done for the evening.
Number 46 on field 1, 205B as in boy, and 205A. 2 of our Grandville teams working together. Almost got it to drop on that 2 stack there. Their partner gets a 2-color 2 stack with 2 color stacks in the yellow area. Switch drivers, which I believe they both did. Can they get some 2 stacks going at the last second here? 5 seconds left.
Sorry, all good.
All right, nice finish. 68 points from our previous match on field 3.
That score for qualification 45 was 68, and for qualification 47, we have 1195B, the Epic Star Beast, and 1443D, the Tiny
I
Tanks.
was doing head counts here.
Making some final clarification.
All right, for qualification 46, that total was 43. And for qualification 48, our last one for the evening is 2060B Robo Reapers and 63165F VEX Invaders. All right, once we find out the score for qualification 48, we'll be ending this live stream for the night. Looking back to qualification 47, that score was 44. The score won't show on your screen, but I will let you all know in just a moment when the refs have made their final decisions. .44 is that final score as well for qualification 48. So I just want to thank everyone for tuning in, and we will see you all very soon.